It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
A beautiful Saturday afternoon here on the WBCB Sports Network as we have Saturday high school football here at Hightstown High School between the Hightstown Rams and the Trenton Tornadoes. Hi everybody and welcome to WBCB Sports Network. I am Gus Barber alongside Joe O'Gorman. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making today possible. Thank you to the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, Capital Health System, Haldeman Ford, Kessel Dermatology, New Jersey Education Association, Greenstein, Meiswinkle, and Lustenberg, Simplicity Funeral Home, City of Trenton, Capital Area YMCA, Italian People's Bakery, The Trentonian, and Hyundai of Trenton. Thank you for all of our sponsors, and it is an absolute beautiful Saturday morning here alongside Joe O'Gorman. Joe, how are you doing today?
Good, Gus. How about you?
Oh, can't complain with this weather, here on the getting some high school football in between two 1-0 teams here at Hightstown.
That's true. Both teams came out with nice wins last week. Hightstown beat Matawan on the last-second field goal, and then you had Trenton that took care of Allentown. But both of them were close games, and it should be really an interesting day.
Yeah, well, weather should not be an issue here. As we said, it is beautiful in the 80s. Sun is out. We're going to have a little bit of rain later, but it's looking like the rain is going to keep getting pushed back and back later. So hopefully that is not going to be a problem here today. As, like you said, two 1-0 teams. Trenton Central obviously coming into this game, beating Allentown 27-20. It was a great game overall for the Tornadoes. Allentown started to come back towards the end of that game, scored 13 points in the fourth quarter, just was not quite enough as the quarterback Keith Williams went 7 for 11 that day, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns with 1 pick, but he was able to do enough to get that Tornadoes a win last week against Allentown.
Speaking of you talking about the rain coming, getting pushed back, certainly hope it does, because I'd hate to see you have to work alone.
Yeah, obviously, Joe, honestly, I might not be working alone. Nobody might be even watching the game, because if the rain comes, we'll be running for the fences. But here at Hightstown, like you said, Hightstown coming in after that dramatic game-winning field goal last week against Matawan. Back in that game, 6-7, just really falling behind, trying to get to the last-minute field goal, and was able to do that. And if you're going to want to have a good game, you're going to have to need a better game from your quarterback, Ryan Walsh. 14 for 31, 133 yards, but 3 interceptions. So it was a tough game last week for him, but can we say opening week jitters? Only time will tell, especially with today.
That's possible. That's very much opening day jitters when you're a senior, making your first start of the year. The one thing about Hightstown is they apparently are a very balanced team. You know what I mean? They have decent defense, pretty good offense. Walsh does have to play better. Got to cut down on the interceptions. Then you look on the other side of the ball. I think Trenton is one of the better teams in the area this year.
Yeah,
they really do.
They are very much improved, and it showed last week. Putting 27 points up in week 1, putting 27 points up at all is a good feat. You got plenty of points on the board, but to do it in your opening game of the season, there's a lot of teams still ironing things out, trying to figure out stuff with their team. Maybe just opening week jitters. So for them to look as good as they did last week, that's a good testament to maybe how their season is going to be.
And it'll be a good test for Keith Williams, who was 7 for 11 last week for 99 yards. Then they got Jonell Lynch, who's their running back, and Sincere Williams had 5 catches for 41 yards, and the defense came up. You had Vincent Caleppo come up with 11 tackles. So, this could be a game might come down to turnovers.
Yeah, it very much well could be. Defense could be the key. Well, we look here as we see the Hightstown Rams about to enter the field. Big old banner for these Rams. I don't think I've ever seen a banner that big for a high school.
It's almost as big as a video board.
It is. And as they come fighting through, here comes the Hightstown Rams onto the field. All black uniforms here for the Hightstown Rams. The Trenton Tornadoes going in all whites. Tornadoes got the right idea. It's a little bit silly.
Yeah, they got the red trim.
Yeah, they got the red trim. You're trying to get the lightest colors possible here in this heat.
Trenton comes into this game saying, you want the high? You got the high.
Exactly. When we look at this Hightstown Rams, one thing that could help them, bounce back in this game today, we talked about Jack Walsh, the quarterback. Well, he has a twin brother on this offense, Jack Walsh, who is probably going to be one of his go-to guys to look at, especially in a game like today. You look at last week, he had 4 catches, 44 yards, had a long of 32. But if you want to get into a groove, what better than somebody who knows what you like, your own twin brother?
What you're comfortable with.
Exactly.
They've been probably throwing passes in the backyard for 10 years.
Oh, and Jack was probably telling his brother that he was the better quarterback at some point. But yeah, the connection that they have is probably huge and something that we're going to have to keep an eye on here in the Rams. Well, everybody's standing up. I think we're going to be having the national anthem soon, so we're going to take a quick break, step aside, and get back here for opening kickoff here between the Hightstown Rams and the Trenton Tornadoes.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
28 years of one-party rule in East Windsor is enough. It's time for a change. It's time for Barry Greenstein, David Meiswinkle, and Anna Lustenberg for East Windsor Township Council. It's time to embrace change after 28 years. It's time to bring new ideas to make East Windsor safe, to cut down on the recent wave of home robberies and auto theft. It's time to work with our police department to put more manpower at night when these crimes are occurring. It's time to let Barry Greenstein, David Meiswinkle, and Anna Lustenberg bring transparency and fiscal responsibility to East Windsor Township Council. After 28 years, it's time. Preceding paid for by Greenstein, Meiswinkle, and Lustenberg for East Windsor Township Council.
Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township.
Anthony Robinson, linesman, Ed O'Malley.
Back here at Hightstown High School, and we'd like to let you know today's game is brought to you as a public service for the Hightstown community by Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue in Hightstown. Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel provides personalized planning during your loved one's time of need for a dignified and simplified service. Simplicity Funeral Home and Cremation Services has served the needs of over 50,000 families and is proud to serve the communities of Hightstown, East Windsor, Monroe, and Greater Mercer County. Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue, Hightstown, New Jersey. Call 609-448-1801 24/7. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to serve you. And Mayor Reed Gussiora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all the students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the gridiron. Mayor Reed Gussiora is a proud supporter of Trenton's youth. As we have opening coin flip. It looks like Hightstown won the toss and is electing to defer to the second half.
Does anybody accept it anymore? Yes, you know, I think everybody
does. Yeah, you look at even in Jersey, over in PA, no matter where you are at the high school level, it feels like everybody is always deferring, and they take it back. You know, they get inspired from the NFL and college because you see them do it all the time.
All the time. I agree.
As coaches say, it makes sense. You know, try to get that extra possession in the second half.
And you hope you have the lead by then, so it gives you a chance to add on to it.
Absolutely.
And if you're not in the lead, it gives you a chance to catch up. So it's a win-win situation.
No matter where you look at it, exactly.
So why have it? Why have the coin flip?
It's just, matter of fact, whoever wins the coin flip, they just should automatically get the second half.
That's right.
We'll register now for the annual Capital Area YMCA 5K Walk and Run on Saturday, October 4th at beautiful Caldwater Park in Trenton. 5K check-in is at 8:30. Race starts at 9. Family fun events directly after the race awards. Bring the whole family. Entertainment, food, games for the kids, pumpkins and apples and more. Registration is free. That's the Capital Area YMCA 5K Walk and Run Saturday, October 4th at Trent's historic Caldwater Park. For more information and register for free, visit capitalymca.org/Y5K. That's capitalymcs.org/5YK. Trenton is ready to receive the opening kickoff.
Might as well get the year started away. Let's have one return.
You know, we don't see many returns either in high school anymore, so that would be nice. Start the year off with a return. Or the opening kickoff, booted away, is going to land around the 10 and bobbled at the 10 by the Trenton Tornado returner, able to pick it up, get a couple yards, and go out of bounds. That was number 1, Lintz, on the return there for the Trenton Tornadoes. So first possession, the opening possession for the game today. Time start is 12:02, exactly on time.
On 17. Long way to go here.
Yeah, not great field positioning for the Tornadoes after Lintz let that thing hit the ground and roll to him. Bobbled it when he picked it up. So now we are seeing the Tornadoes offensive possession for the first time with quarterback Keith Williams out there. Williams in the shotgun, 3 wideouts. Throws a quick slant, was looking for his receiver, number 15, Brandon Howard, just a little out of his reach, a little ahead of him.
Yeah, he kind of let him a little bit. He was wide open, but...
Yeah, and if it looked like he was able to hit him in stride, he was going to have a lot of grass to run. Who knows? He may have been able to take it all the way.
Yeah, there was nobody behind him, that's for sure.
There was absolutely no safety help, no linebacker in the middle of the field. There was a lot of green grass. You know? Big miss here on that first down, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 on the 17. Williams, high snap, takes it himself right out the middle, finds a lane, fights through a couple tacklers, and it's able to fall down close to the first down marker. It's going to be look like a pickup of 7 here. It's going to be a 3rd and 3.
Williams has some nice size to him there for a quarterback.
Yeah, he's
kind of like a little bull back there.
Absolutely, and it shows right there that when he's able to get his legs turning and get the wheels moving, he's going to be a hard man to get down. So they say he actually picked up 8 here, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. Ball's on the 25. Tornadoes would like an opening possession 3rd down conversion here to start the game. Snap to Williams, hand off, runs to the left, able to get around the edge and walk off the sideline, as that's going to be a big game there for number 1, Jonell Lintz. Was able to work around his receiver, making a huge block. No, Hightstown was able to get there, and a big game for a first down.
Yeah, we talked about Jonell Lintz in the pregame. He's their leading rusher after the first game, and did he use his blocks perfectly coming around that left end?
Yeah, the receiver, not sure exactly which receiver it was, but absolutely had an amazing block there to set up that big run. And now the Tornadoes, 1 first down, and they're already past the 50-yard marker.
22 yards on that play for Lintz.
Big game. Ball on Rams 43. It's going to hand it off to Lentz again. Goes to the right. Finds a hole. Good block there. It's going to be another big gain for the Tornadoes. So after this drive, starting at their own 17, 5 plays going by, and now they're already at the Rams 25.
Lentz is picking it up in chunks here.
First and 10. Ball on Hightstown.
40 yards in the last 2 runs.
Yeah. Williams in the shotgun, takes that snap, hands it off to Lynch again. Stiff arms one man, gets around the edge. He's got a blocker, gonna fight for the end zone.
He's just
They're
about
gonna
there.
say he's gonna be out at the 1 or 2 yard line. What another amazing run there by John L. Lynch, senior running back for the Tornadoes. And they're going to go quickly. Williams already up to the line. He's going to take this snap under center. Takes it himself. QB sneak. Fight at the line. They're going to say he did not get it. He's going to say he's going to...
Hightstown D tightened up a little bit.
Yeah. Saw they were going quickly. Decided to get to the line. It looks like the Tornadoes are going to go quickly again. Tornadoes at the 1 yard line. Williams again under center. Takes that snap. Drops a fumble at the line. But it looks like Williams able to retain that and get on top of it. It's going to still be at the 1-2 yard line, but now already 3rd down.
I think it's time to go a little bit wide with Lentz here on the right side. It's wide open there. All he's got to do is beat one man.
And he's already proven he can do it in this drive.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Lynch already with 2 20-plus yard carries on this drive alone. Williams again taking that snap under center, fights into the end zone. Is he in though? Refs are coming in. They're going to say he's at the inch-yard mark. He could not be any closer than he is right now.
No, he's right on just about on the goal line.
Right on the cusp. Well, it looks like the Tornadoes already decided they're going quickly to the line. Williams, for the 4th straight time, taking this snap from under center, takes the snap, goes to the left a little bit, is able to get in for the end zone. A huge Tornado touchdown to open this game. Number 4, Keith Williams, the quarterback, able to do it himself. Not once, not twice, not even 3. Takes 4 times, but he's able to get it into the end zone. And now coming out for this extra kick, the kicker, Elmer Godoy. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So the extra point is through. The Tornadoes take an early 7-0 lead here at Hightstown on the WBCB Sports Network. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at thetrentonian.com. Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily or have them cater your next party or affair. Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg.
A little over 3 minutes on that drive for Trenton. They went right down the field. Lynch picked up 60 yards of the carry. 64 yards, I apologize.
Yeah, I think
they did the bulk of the work.
Yeah, I think it was only on like 4 carries that whole time too. So efficiency nonetheless for the Tornadoes, if anything, but some big plays there, good running, and a great way to start this game for the Tornadoes. Let's see if the Hightstown Rams are able to answer back, as they going to have a little over 8 minutes with the ball after this kickoff.
Yeah, it's just not letting me pull it up. I don't see it on here.
big kick. Goes all the way down. Catch at the 5-yard line. The Rams are going to return this. Working the way to the right. Tries to find a block. Not able to work their way through there. As that was number 5 on the return. And I'll be honest, I don't have a number 5 on my roster.
Neither do I.
Hightstown, we weren't able to get their roster, so we went on NJ.com to find our rosters, and it looks like it's maybe last year's numbering system, because it has here the quarterback, Ryan Walsh, at 16, which we just talked to his dad before the game.
Yeah.
That's his old number. Got to get the new number in.
Takes the field for their first offensive snap.
We are going to figure this thing out as we go. As number 10, Ryan Walsh, in the backfield. As he snaps that, looks to the left, throws in. It's going to be a quick completion. It's going to be short of the first down, but that was number 80 on the catch for the Rams. So another quick snap here. Quick throw to the right. That is completed. And the receiver is able to work his way up for a Rams first down.
You said they had to be better than last week passing the ball. They started out a lot better.
Yeah, first play, quick throw. That one, a wide receiver screen. Now the Rams going to work their way quickly. Another quick pass there by Walsh to the left. Able to work off a defender was the Rams receiver and keep his legs turning. Was able to get a pickup of around 5. Well, 3 plays, 3 passes. They are trying to work out the passing quickly so they can have success for the rest of this game.
2nd and 5 here. And the 47.
Drop back, quick wide receiver throw to the left. Receiver able to pick up around 3 there, so it's going to be a 3rd and short here for the Rams.
We got to try to find a roster here.
Yeah, this is kind of tricky.
Here we go, Hightstown. Cheer on your boys. 3rd and short. Let's make something happen.
So the Rams now here with a 3rd and short. It's going to be about 3rd and 3. Rams snap it, Walsh, hands off to Durbin. As he's able to fight through the first down. It's going to be a Rams first down by Jamil Jabran.
It could be Malachi Pratt who's running. He's a leading runner.
It is, okay.
From last week.
Let's go, Rams.
So both teams marching down the field here on their first possession.
There's going to be a penalty there. It's going to mark the Rams a little back.
1st and 15 now.
Hightstown picks up 1st and 15.
48-yard line.
Walsh in the shotgun, steps back, looking to throw. This pocket collapses, and some tornadoes are going to swarm him and get him down for the sack. It was a bunch of them.
Yeah, I think it was that Vincent Calippo that we talked about at 11 tackles last week. He was the first one in there.
Yeah, big sack there for the Rams. It's now going to be 2nd and 16.
Those penalties will kill you, Gus.
Yes, they will. So Walsh again in the shotgun, running back to his left. He swings it out to him. Quick throws, able to work up the sideline and get back around to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be look like a pickup of
about 3rd and 9.
Yeah, it looks like a pickup of 7, so it's going to be 3rd and 9. Oh, and we have a Hightstown Rams injury right now. Player down. Looks like it's number 7 for the Rams. So with this injury,
could be getting a lot of cramps.
Yeah, it is very warm out today and early in the season. As the We have an injury timeout. We'd like to let you know. Over 1,400 terror-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Hyundai, Kona, Palisade, Tucson, Santa Fe, Elantras, all priced for immediate sale. No one has the selection or the special pricing the Hyundai of Trenton has. Over 1,400 terror-free cars. If you were ever thinking of a new car, SUV, or EV vehicle, now is the time to buy at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Remember, they have over 1,400 terror-free cars waiting for your free test drive. We still have player on the ground, so we're going to step aside with this injury timeout right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Brienne came to our rescue.
Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates.
Back here as the injury on the field was number 7, Malachi Pratt, as our point guard, Brandon O'Neill, is here with us, helping us out, and was able to find me and Joe an updated roster for the Hightstown Rams, so we know who everybody is now. Success, right, Joe?
Makes it a lot easier.
Makes it a lot easier. Well, what's not going to make themselves easier is that false start right there by the Hightstown Rams. 3rd and 9. It was already going to be 3rd and long. Now it's going to be even longer, as it's going to be a 3rd and 14.
I hate to keep saying he's number 7 on your scorecard, number 1 in your heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Hightstown fans might like it, but
yeah, exactly.
Back to the 49 now.
So 3rd and very long here now. Number 10, Walsh, the quarterback, stepping back, rolling to his right, looking for a receiver, double pumped. He's going to throw that up there. He's got a receiver. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to fight his way into the red zone and almost goes into the end zone. And that's number 1, Daniel Young, the receiver for the Rams. Big play there. That ball was just flowing. It seemed like forever in the air. Was able to get into his receiver's hands, though. Made a couple guys miss and get into the 5, as there's going to be a couple flags here at the end of the play, too. Maybe for how he tackled him. Yeah, it's going to be leave a 4 face mask. Yeah, so it's going to be at half the distance. So a huge game there for the Hightstown Rams, and a big-time throw by their quarterback, Ryan Walsh.
51-yard pass.
So now in the red zone, first and goal, 3-yard line. The Rams going to go under 7, the I formation. They're going to hand it off, fighting up the middle, but hitting some contact. That was number 3, Sincere Ryans, and looks like he's going to be stopped around the 1-yard line. So
that was a big third down play right there.
Huge third down play. Looked like they were in no man's land, just shooting themselves in the foot. And a big play by their quarterback and receiver there for the Rams. And now, like the Tornadoes, were at the 1, pushing their way in. Now the Rams have themselves at the 1-yard line. As quarterback Ryan Walsh takes that snap, fights it in himself, is able to get in for the end zone. Big touchdown there by the Rams, as it's number 10, quarterback Ryan Walsh getting into the end zone.
3:29 on the clock, Chris. Shootout here.
Shootout indeed, an eventful first quarter so far. The Rams are going to bring out their extra point unit, going to set up a little walkie, have one of those ones where the whole line starts to the left, bring them into the center, and then snap the ball. Never understood it, but I see a lot of high schools do it. It must work.
Hightstown lines up for the kick.
So Avery Klingeman, the kicker for the Hightstown Rams.
Yeah, he's their field goal kicker, too.
That ball is up and it is good. So we have a tie ball game here, 7-7. Both offenses able to score on their opening drives. Don't Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For complete local and national news, it's 7 days a week at the Trentonian or online at thetrentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. So after a week 1 game where the passing offense did not look great at all for the Hightstown Rams, that opening touchdown drive was fueled by a big pass that was led by number 10 quarterback Ryan Walsh, as he was able to find his receiver, number 1 Daniel Young, up the sideline, make a couple men miss, and fight all the way down to the red zone. What a great answer back for the drive.
And they were, down to third down, had to force it down there. I thought the Trenton defender was going to be able to get there and knock it away, but good job by Walsh making the connection.
The Hightstown Rams going to kick this thing away with 3:29 still on the first quarter. Low line drive kick by Klingeman. That thing's going to bounce again and skip in front of the Trenton Tornado return man Lynch, and he's just going to, all he can do with that is just get on it and cover it up. So 2 Tornado offensive drives and 2 drives where they're starting inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I think this one's going to have them right around the 12. Well, last time we said they had a long way to go, and they did it.
They made it look easy. Well, beautiful day here in New Jersey. A little hot, though. A little warmer than I was expecting today.
It's always a beautiful day in Jersey. Always.
First and 10 ball, the third.
So now coming out to lead his offense to a second drive is quarterback Keith Williams. As there's going to be a flag. I think it's going to be a false start or maybe an illegal formation or illegal motion.
Looks like a couple of these guys got Mexican jumping beans in their flag today.
Yeah, these flags are flying out.
Half the distance backwards.
So now they're going to be inside the 10-yard line as this ball is going to be spotted at the 8. First and 15. It's going to be a handoff to Lynch. He comes to the left side, finds a hole, but is only able to get a couple. It looks like 2 there.
Small gain on the play, bringing up second.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 12 here for the Hightstown Rams. So Williams in the shotgun, 3 wideouts. Lynch to his right. Looks to throw, quick throw. Out route by his receiver. Good catch there by Abdullah, but a good tackle there by the Rams.
Yeah, they were right on that one quick.
Avery Klingeman.
Javian Carter on the tackle there for the Rams, and it's going to bring up the 3rd and 9 here for the Hightstown Rams.
Ball's on the 15, Gus.
They're down coming up.
Yeah, they got speed on the outside. If he gets some protection, why not take a shot?
Tornado's going with a 4 wideout set. Williams dropping back, looking to pass. Going to dump it off to his receiver, Lynch, but it goes through his hands.
Janelle Lynch almost had that one.
So after that incomplete pass there, it's going to be a 4th and 9 deep in the Tornado's zone. So they're going to have no other choice but to punt this thing away.
I often wonder sometimes why teams go away from what they did the first series. You know, I mean, it was wide runs around the end with Janelle Lynch.
Yeah, it worked all last drive. Why not stick to it this drive? Maybe wanted to see
diversity, I guess.
Yeah, I guess see more
Mix it
passes.
up. Nice punt.
That's a good punt there by the Tornadoes. It's going to be received at the 50-yard line. Going to be able to fight through a couple Tornado defenders. That was number 5, Terrence Williams, on the return for the Rams. And they're going to have good field position as they are going to have that ball spotted around the 38-yard line. 37-yard line, excuse me.
Yeah, it's good field position.
So after answering that, the Tornadoes in their first drive, the Rams now looking to take the lead in their second drive here. As Hightstown quarterback Ryan Walsh in the shotgun. Malachi Pratt to his left. Hands it off to Pratt. He goes to the right, up the middle. Ball's out, though, and it's going to be recovered by the Tornadoes. So a big-time fumble there by Malachi Pratt. It's going to be picked up.
Sam
Anderson, the DB for the Tornadoes, returned about 5-10 yards. And just like that, the Tornadoes get the ball back. And they don't have too bad a field position themselves. Man, oh man, football, it can turn just like that. Not sure exactly who was able to get their hand on the ball, but doing a great job of seeing.
They popped it right out of it.
That thing came out real easy.
Yep. We mentioned how turnovers are going to be a key. They always are.
So now the Tornadoes come back out. Williams in the shotgun. Lynch to his left. Hands it off. He tries to work to the right, but big time tackle in the backfield there.
Number 12.
Number 12, Sean Jones there on the tackle. Oh no, it was 18, excuse me. Adam Kozik. Rams linebacker there on the tackle for loss.
We got second down coming up.
So 2nd and 14, ball on the 33 here for the Tornadoes. Williams still in the shotgun, got 4 wideouts. Drops back, looking to pass. Quick throw to the right. In and out of the hands. Dropped it was the Tornadoes receiver. I believe it was Brandon Howard. Yes, it was.
Tried to run before he caught it.
No, excuse me. It was Ave Ingram on that catch. Or drop, I should say.
I mean, I don't think I should have to tell you.
It looks like we have another Hightstown Rams player on the ground. Hopefully, like we said with the first time, maybe just cramping, but
yeah, I think that's the problem.
Yeah, with how hot it is tonight, or today, excuse me. But with this injury timeout, we're going to take a quick step aside, let them figure out this injury, and then get back to action here at Hightstown High School on the Sports Network.
Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township.
Hightstown fans, it's time. Make some noise.
Terrence Williams, the injured Ram on the field, is able to walk off on his own power. Looks like it is just another set of cramping here on today. But back here, Tornadoes with a 3rd and long. 3 wideout set here for Williams. Takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking for a man. Throws on the run's going to be a high throw for his receiver. That was intended for number 5, Ingram. It's going to be 4th and long and another Tornadoes punt here. So after that opening touchdown drive,
doesn't look like the same team.
Yeah, the Rams able to lock in defensively and slow down this Tornado offense.
Williams had a little bit of juice on that ball.
Yeah, he did. He really slung that thing.
He takes the field.
It showed you it was a little high of a throw, so maybe put a little bit extra mustard on that hot dog. A little extra cheese on that pretzel. Punt here for the Tornadoes. Another really good punt for the Tornadoes. And the Rams are going to receive that thing at the 20-yard line. Good return here to the left. Able to find a lane and get all the way up to around the 40-yard line. That was number 1, Daniel Young on the return. Good return. It's going to set the Rams up in great field position.
Those balls get a lot of hang time.
Yeah, that was an excellent punt by the punter there, Kadori, for the Tornadoes. 2 for 2, I'd say, for punts for him.
Nice.
So the Rams now trying to shake off that fumble last drive. As they have 3 wide out set. Walsh drop back, quick throw to the left, looks for his receiver, not able to hit him.
Brings up second.
Intended for number 80, Ben Glatt.
This quarter slowed down a lot.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. For a quarter that was going extremely quick, we are still in the first quarter. 17 seconds left, though, as it's probably most likely going to be the last play of the first quarter.
Hightstown lines up.
So handoff here from Walsh. That goes up the middle.
Comes to a big game.
Able to find a hole and gets a good gain of about 5, but those jumping beans are back out. We have a flag on the field.
It's got to be holding, I would think.
Yeah, it was a really big hole there. As it is going to be holding on the Hightstown Rams, so it's going to set them back. So it looks like it's going to be a 5-yard gain. It's now going to be a 10-yard loss.
Wow.
Or might be even
Goes all the way back to the 29.
Yeah, 10-yard loss. So it's going to be a 2nd and 20 here. Not only that far of a pushback, but a loss of downs as it's going to be 2nd down. And that clock is going to run out as it's going to be the end of the first quarter here at Hightstown High School. We have a tie ball game between the Rams and Tornadoes, so stay with us right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years.
Back here at Hightstown High School, second quarter start. Rams take a 2nd and 20 snap. Walsh, quick throw to the left to his receiver screen. He's going to be able to gain about 3 here, if that. So it's going to be a 3rd and long here for the Rams. So what looked like was going to be a high-scoring game after the first possession for each team. Both defenses able to settle down and make things difficult.
It has settled down completely.
Yeah, settled down.
Both teams are struggling for yards now.
As we have a 3rd and long here, 3rd and 18.
Maybe it's going to be just one of them big play games, Gus.
And in motion. Hands it off. Runs to the right, trying to look for a lane. Not able to find one, though, as he's goes out of bounds back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be Daniel Young on the carry there. what was just a 3 and out for the Tornadoes is now going to be a 3 and out for the Rams as they are sending out their punting unit.
There was a flag on the play. It's down. It was declined, bringing up 4th and 18.
Looks like Hightstown Rams punter is going to be number 6, Jack Walsh. Walsh also a tight end and linebacker.
Brother of the quarterback.
And also the twin brother of the quarterback. So if you're saying, I know that name, that is why. And Walsh with a low kick, but it's going to take a great bounce here. And it's going to roll all the way down to the 26-yard line. As there's going to be a flag on the play, though. It's going to be look like back at the line of scrimmage.
This probably going to be against Trenton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, it is. It's going to be a holding on the Tornadoes, so they're going to tack that on after it looks like after the punt. So yeah, it's going to be added on after the kick. So a 10:57 here in the second quarter. The Tornadoes looking to score again since their first drive. Today's game is brought to you by a public service by the Hightstown community. Assembly Funeral and Cremation Services at Clacton Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue in Hightstown. Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Clacton Chapel provides personalized planning during your loved one's time of need for your dignified and simplified service. Simplicity Funeral Home and Cremation Services has served the needs of over 50,000 families and is proud to serve the communities of Hightstown. Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Clacton Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue, Hightstown, New Jersey. Call 609-448-1801 24/7.
The penalty puts them all the way back to the 16.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a tough one. So now yet another drive for the Tornadoes. Push back inside the 20. Man in motion for the Tornadoes. Hands it off to Lynch. Tries to work it to the right, but quick tackle there. Jair Thompson, a linebacker for the Rams.
Jair Thompson.
Thompson did a great job of staying right there with that play.
After himself second.
We also won.
So second and 11 here. Not only looking for their first score since the first drive, looking just for their first plus gain in since the first drive. Haven't had many of them.
The Hightstown defense has started to dominate here.
Williams now drops back, looks to his right, swings to the left, throws it up, and it's going to be incomplete. Looked like it hit the receiver's hands. That was Ingram, the intended receiver. He had a little separation.
Trenton has a lot of drops here today.
Hey, it's 3rd and 12.
Yes. That's got to be about their 5th or 6th drop today.
That's too many drops to start this game, and that one would have been a big-time game for the Tornadoes and really set them up nicely, but now it's going to be a 3rd and long here. It's 3rd and 11. Williams in the shotgun. Have to think he's going to be looking to pass here. Drops back, looking right, throws it. Just receiver not able to turn around in time. Intended receiver was 15 Howard. And it's going to be yet again another 3 and out here for the Tornadoes. And like you said, what was looking like a very quick game in the first couple minutes of this game.
Looks like a different team from that first series.
Looks completely different. So the Tornadoes punter now coming out, Godoy. He's had a couple good punts. And has yet another one, as that one's going to go all the way to the 50, bounce around the 50, and have a tornado roll.
44.
It's going to be set up around the 44 of the Ram zone. So a 7-7 ball game still here at Hightstown High School.
Hightstown's won the field position battle early, but they can't do nothing with it.
Yeah, it helps being set up in great field position, but if you're not able to do anything with it, it's going to hurt your chances. So Walsh now dropping back, looking to pass. Thought about going with the screen, goes deep, overthrew his receiver and almost picked off there. Abdullah, the corner on the coverage.
Incomplete pass in the direction.
Intended receiver was Young.
There was good coverage on that play. The ball was a little long for the receiver.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like Walsh was thinking about his receiver underneath the screen, did a little pump fake and decided, let me try to air this thing out. And picking up a little bit too, I have to think maybe that had to affect the ball a little bit. So Walsh drops back, throws to the left, and dropping that one was Young. So we talked about the Tornadoes drops, now we have Rams drops.
Too much butter on that ball.
Too much butter. Eating too much popcorn in pregame. So 3rd and 10 here for the Rams. Trying to pick up third down conversion. Walsh drops back. Looking to his left. Going to air that thing out. But it's going to be good coverage yet again by Abdullah in the secondary for the Tornadoes. Ball a little underthrown. Good coverage. So it's going to be another 3 and out here. Multiple now for both teams.
I didn't expect to see a passing duel here today.
Yeah.
Walsh got a little banged up on that one. He's got a little bit of pain in his back there, standing here on the sidelines.
Yeah, it looks like he got hit after
the rush was coming. He got it off just in time.
So now his brother Walsh is out to punt.
Wow.
Great bounce as Lynch picks that thing up off of the bounce and is able to get up for around 10-15, but what an amazing initial bounce that ball took, and if it wasn't for that bounce, I don't think Lynch was going to pick that thing up.
No, I think I might have rolled inside the 10 at least the 20.
So the ball's going to be spotted at the 30-yard line, yeah, so at 1st and 10, 9:14 left here in the first half. Still plenty of time on the clock.
That's our best position, field position, since they recovered the fumble.
Yes. Yeah, besides that fumble recovery, every other possession has been within or inside the 15-yard line. So that snap handed off. Lynch hit in the backfield. Big tackle for Walsh there.
Look who it is,
Andres Gallardo on the tackle there.
Yeah, Andres has a brother on the team too.
Yeah, we were saying we believe they are twins as well.
Yes.
So 2 sets of twins here on the Rams. That twin power.
I think I got it.
2nd and 14 now. Gus
Hightstown.
gone the wrong way.
It seems like this has been the story for the Tornadoes in the last couple drives. After the first initial opening drive, they have been in deep down-to-go plays. So Williams taking that snap, hands it off to Lynch, works to the left, able to get to the line of scrimmage, but not able to advance anymore.
Couple yards maybe.
So So a 3rd and 14 here for the Trenton Tornadoes.
These are tough downs here.
Fans, you know what time it is. You know what it has to be. It's 3rd and long. I need you to make some noise. I need you to give me that cowbell. I need to get it going.
Williams dropping back, looking to pass. Pocket collapses, and he goes down with a sack. It was a swarm of Rams players in the backfield to get him down. It looked like it was Gallardo, Thompson, couple Rams, but a big stop there. It's going to be another 3rd.
4th down now.
4th down, excuse me. Another 3 and out.
Yep.
That's what I was trying to say. This heat, Joe, this heat.
I don't blame you. I understand.
I've already sweated through my shirt. I wish the viewers could look at me.
Number 5. Terrence Williams in the back for Hightstown return.
A little sympathy for me. I got to sit next to you.
I know. You're smelling me right now. So one good asset of this game today has been the Tornadoes punting unit. The one asset you probably don't want to have to see a lot of, but another good punt. And a decent bounce.
41.
It's going to be down at the 41 for the Rams. Offensive possession. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, read all about it tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Your complete local and national news 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And Mayor Reeve Gussiora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the gridiron. Mayor Reeve Gussiora is a proud supporter of Trenton's youth. So Walsh sends the man in motion, runner behind him, hands it off. It's Pratt working to his right, finds a hole, fights through contact, and is able to get a Rams first down. First down by either team in 3 drives.
Yeah, for sure.
It looks like the Rams are going to go quickly here, get set already at the offensive line. They're already past the 50-yard line. Walsh going to drop back, looks left to pass, now swings it right, hits it to his brother Jack. Is able to fight through a couple of tornadoes and get another Rams first down. So 2 plays, 2 first downs, and it looks like we have a player down on the field for the Rams. And by the looks of how everybody else is reacting, this might be a little bit more than cramped. So with a Rams injury timeout, we're going to take a quick step aside and get back here to the action on the WBCB Sports Network.
"28 years of one-party rule in East Windsor is enough. It's time for a change. It's time for Barry Greenstein, David Meiswinkle, and Anna Lustenberg for East Windsor Township Council. It's time to embrace change after 28 years. It's time to bring new ideas to make East Windsor safe, to cut down on the recent wave of home robberies and auto theft. It's time to work with our police department to put more manpower at night when these crimes are occurring. It's time to let Barry Greenstein, David Meiswinkle, and Anna Lustenberg bring transparency and fiscal responsibility to East Windsor Township Council. After 28 years, it's time. Preceding paid for by Greenstein, Meiswinkle, and Lustenberg for East Windsor Township Council.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Back here at Hightstown High School, it was offensive lineman 59 Justin Edwards on the ground. Looks like it could be something with his head or neck. He's now on the bench, so that's good. He's now getting looked at by trainers. But back here to action, Hightstown with a first down. Handoff. And the ball is out. As that ball was handed off to Malachi Pratt, had 3 tornadoes in his face. Ball comes out, and it looks like the Rams were able to recover it, though, and flag on the play.
Are you surprised by that?
No, I'm not. The jumping beans are out again.
Yes, there they are.
Let's see what they're going to
put them on the flag
here
before the game.
I'm not sure exactly who it's going to be on.
Probably a hold, I guess.
Yeah.
Originally, I thought it might have been an offside. They got back there pretty quick.
It's an illegal shift.
Wow.
And Tornadoes are going to decline it, obviously, with the big loss on the play after the fumble. So it's going to be second down, and I've been saying long a lot today. I'm going to say second down and forever on this one.
Yeah, it is. Second down to the gym.
Yeah. First down marker all the way up at the 25. They are back near the 50. So they're going to officially say it's a second and 23. And it's going to be another flag on the play. This one's going to be a false start.
Yep.
False start, illegal procedure, one of those. Let him play ball, so it's going to set him back even farther. Well, what looked like was going to be a promising drive after 2 first downs. It's now a second and 28. No way. There's just simply no way. It is again another false start illegal procedure on offense. It is going to be a second and 33. Oh my goodness.
They got more yards backwards than they got forward this drive.
So first down markers all the way up at the 25. They are at their, the Tornadoes 25.
Yes.
They are at their own 42-yard line right now.
They started at the Trenton 41.
Yeah.
Now they're back at their own 42.
Back to where they started off. Man, oh man. Well, you gotta make sure everything's okay now. So that snapped the Walsh. Handoff to Pratt. He goes up the middle, able to fight through a couple tornadoes and able to get a gain of about 10.
Did a nice job, Pratt.
Did a great job, but can only help so much as that was going to third and
24 or something?
24, yeah. So a third and super long.
Yep.
Walsh in the shotgun, man in motion. Takes a snap, drops back the pass. Quick screen to Pratt. He was able to get that thing, work his way up a little bit, gets tackled down. Nice tackle there.
Yeah, it was very good.
Abdullah for the Tornadoes.
The shoestring tackle got him.
Bringing up fourth and long.
So it's going to be fourth and about
5 yards on that. So
it's going to be about fourth and 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4th and 19 here. But Hightstown have a really good possibility of pinning the Tornadoes deep into their field of possession yet again. So Walsh now punting it, a high punt. It's going to be down by the Tornadoes around the 10-yard line. I believe they're going to spot it at the 12. And the Tornadoes going to get this thing deep in their own zone with a little under 3 minutes left here in the first half.
On the 14, they've been in there most of the day, except for the first series.
Yeah. And the series where they recovered the fumble. Besides that, they have been deep in their own, feeling the end zone on their heels. So the Tornadoes now coming out for their next offensive drive. Williams looking to the left, quick throw, was able to get it into his receiver's hands, was able to get a big gain there, was able to get a first down.
But not before a Tornadoes first down.
That was Abdullah on the catch there.
Abdullah Lamb. Their best play in 2 series.
Yeah. Now with the clock running though, 2.5 left. The ball's on their own 26.
First and 10.
Williams take that snap, hands it off to Lynch, works his way right, tries to find a couple blockers, but able to keep his feet going. Ram thought he was going to throw him down, is able to twist out of that and keep running. But it's going to be, I believe, a loss of 1 after all of that.
Yeah.
All that fighting for your life, and is able to just get back to the line of scrimmage. Not even.
Have to give the Hightstown coaching staff credit. They cut down that sideline run.
So it looked like we had a quick stoppage. I think there was a Rams player down on one knee, but he got up, he's good. So it looked like it was going to be a stoppage in play, is now right back into action. So a 2nd and 11 here for the Trenton Tornadoes. So Williams drop back, looks left, throws to the right, quick throw to his receiver, Howard, able to make that catch and get a gain of about 4, so it's going to be a 3rd and 6, I believe. 1 minute left here in the first half.
Brings up 3rd and long.
His knee hit the ground before.
You know what to do.
3rd and 6. Williams now dropping back, looking to pass. Has to sling that thing sidearm, and receivers able to catch it, but rolling out of bounds after that catch was Howard. They're going to say his momentum was stopped before that, so the clock's going to keep on ticking.
Might just let the period run out.
30 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah.
4th and 5 to go for the Tornadoes. So yeah, with 10 seconds left, it looks like the Tornadoes are just going to run this clock down, and we are going to come to the end of the first half here as the Hightstown Rams and the Trenton Tornadoes are tied 7-7 after both of them were able to score on their opening offensive drive. Ever since that, it has been defense, defense, defense. So we're going to step aside for halftime, get back in just a little bit for the second half stats and everything like that. So stick with us right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
28 years of one-party rule and
back here at Hightstown High School. As we have the band coming out, we're going to show you a performance of that. Real quick, talk about the first half. It's an interesting first half, Joe. A lot of 3-and-outs after the first opening drives. It looked like we were going to have a whole different game. You know, each team able to score on their offensive drives, and then each since have been kind of sluggish.
Yeah, you know, if you want to talk about stats, you talk about Jonelle Lintz in the first quarter and a pass by Ryan Walsh to, their tight end that made a touchdown run and, put the ball down, on the 3. And then from there they scored. So it's been about 3 or 4 plays the whole game that have been the key.
Yeah, and like you said, the key of this game, it feels like it's just how many big plays you can get, because it seems like you're not able to generate anything for each offense. Is normally, a couple of runs here, a couple of runs there. It's been exclusively big plays only that help both of these offenses. So
and Trenton has had so many drops on their pass plays.
Yeah, there has been a lot of drops, and specifically that one big one on the far sideline by Howard. It looked like he had a little separation, looked like it could have been a big gain, but just in and out of the hands of the receiver. And who knows what this game would look like if they're able to catch some of these balls. But not only the Tornadoes, the Rams have a couple key drops, specifically towards that end of that second quarter.
Yeah.
I remember
the other issue, too, has been in penalties, and I'm not taking my shoes off to start counting them.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
The flags have been flying, and it seemed like it was getting a little crazy at that one point with the 3 consistent false start illegal procedures by the Hightstown offense. It's after the third one, you're thinking like, what is going on here?
I know. It's like the offense got stuck in reverse.
A little reminder, too, for everybody, Hightstown did win the opening kickoff and elected to defer, so they will be receiving the second half kickoff as still waiting here for the Rams band to get a little bit set. We're going to have showing of that performance right here on the WBCB Sports Network. In the meantime, I'd like to thank some of our sponsors for today. Today's game is brought to you as a public service for the Hightstown community by Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue in Hightstown. As it looks like the band is ready, so I will quit talking and give you the performance of the Hightstown band.
enjoyment. Can't wait to see how that performance evolves. Let's give it up again one more time for the HHS band.
All right, that was the Hightstown Rams band. Great performance by them. We're going to take another quick step aside and get back here for the second half of kickoff here at Hightstown High School.
It's okay.
East Windsor is enough. It's time. 28 years of one-party rule in East Windsor is enough. It's time for a change. It's time for Barry Greenstein, David Meiswinkle, and Anna Lustenberg for East Windsor Township Council. It's time to embrace change after 28 years. It's time to bring new ideas to make East Windsor safe, to cut down on the recent wave of home robberies and auto theft. It's time to work with our police department to put more manpower at night when these crimes are occurring. It's time to let Barry Greenstein, David Meiswinkle, and Anna Lustenberg bring transparency and fiscal responsibility to East Windsor Township Council. After 28 years, it's time. Preceding paid for by Greenstein, Meiswinkle, and Lustenberg for East Windsor Township Council.
Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Back here at Hightstown High School, getting ready for the second half kickoff as we have both teams now on the field stretching, getting some second half stretches in, and it is going to be a tale of 2 halves, at least we think, Joe. First half, it started off great with each team scoring on their opening drives, and then after that, it was just defense. The offense not getting anything going, and a lot of self-inflicting wounds by both teams.
Exactly.
So
I think the message by both coaches at halftime was the same thing. This game is ours if we want it, but we got to want it. Right now, between drops and penalties and being unable to move the ball when they've had opportunities, both teams have kind of shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, you just look at that one Hightstown drive right before the end of the first half. 3 straight false start and illegal procedure penalties on the offense. Went back all the way back to a 3rd and 33, or a 2nd and 33, excuse me. So those kind of situations we're hoping to not see in the second half by either team. But if you're either team, you'd have to try to look back at those first offensive drives and see what they did successful. Obviously for the Tornadoes, it was able to get the run game going with Lynch. And then you look at the Hightstown was able to convert 3rd downs in that big offensive catch by Daniel Young that got him down into the red zone. So if you look at that, you would think there are some things that happened in the first half that were successful, not many. So maybe take a page of those drives.
Yeah, well, Trenton got a lot of success running the ball around the end. But you got to give the Hightstown coaches credit. They made the defense adjustment to stop Lynch coming around the end. So, that's when Trenton went to the pass, and that hasn't been effective for him so far.
Register now for the annual Capital Area YMCA 5K walk run on Saturday, October 4th at beautiful Cadwallader Park in Trenton. 5K check-in is at 8:30 a.m. Race starts at 9. Family fun events directly after the race awards. Bring the whole family. Entertainment, food, games for the kids, pumpkin and apples, and more. Registration is free. That's Capital Area YMCA 5K walk / run Saturday, October 4th at Trenton's historic Cadwallader Park. For more information and register for free, visit capitalymca.org /Y5K. That's capitalymca.org /Y5K. Well, as we said, the Hightstown Rams elected to defer to the second half, so they are getting this opening kickoff in the second half.
First series could be key here, too. One of these teams is going to have to start to set the tempo. This game's sitting in limbo right now.
A low limbo, that, nonetheless. So opening kickoff here in the second, kicks all the way down. That bounces around the 10. Able to pick that up and fire a hole the right side. Goes down the sideline. Able to stay in. One last tornado. Able to push out the Ram receiver. That was Terrence Williams on that huge run for the Hightstown Rams. And you just said it, Joe. Somebody's going to have to set the tempo here in the second half. Why not let it be the return team?
Well, I'll tell you, he had a nice run on that. Broke a couple of tackles. We're looking at the ball, on the 36?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be at the Tornadoes' 36-yard line.
Nice that offense takes the field and look like quarterback Ryan Walsh.
So, senior quarterback Ryan Walsh coming back out for the second half. Drops back, looking to pass, throws throws it out to the right to Malachi Pratt, but gets hit immediately by the Trenton defender. That was Zamir Reeves on the tackle there. It's going to be a loss of 5, I believe. No, excuse me. It's going to be a loss of 4. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 14. So after that big return, the Rams now with a negative play on offense.
Yeah, you got to try to go forward.
So 2nd and 14 here for the Rams. Walsh sends a man in motion. That's Young. Drops back, looks the pass, throws it out to his receiver, screen, able to get a block. Get back to around the original line of scrimmage. That was Javion Carter.
Yeah, that's where they're at, the 36. So it sets up a 3rd and 10.
So a 3rd and 10 here for the Rams opening drive in the second half. Able to convert on another 3rd and long like they did in their first drive in this game. That was that big completion to Daniel Young. Walsh rolls out to his right, sets, throws, and it's going to be a low throw. Had a receiver open. It's going to be a flag in the backfield.
That's going to be roughing the passer.
As it is a roughing the passer. I believe that is on number 18, Zamir Reeves, the player with the big tackle for loss on that first play.
It's going to be a big one, too.
So, yeah.
Put it inside the 30-yard line.
A 15-yard penalty there. It's going to bring them all the way within the 30.
To the 22.
It's going to be at the, spotted at the 22-yard line, so.
Those are the ones that kill you, Gus. You know, you got the pass was incomplete. You give him another opportunity.
Especially for a defense that's looked really good today and looked good in this opening drive in the second half. So Walsh now with a reset of downs, fresh set, 1st and 10. Man in motion. Hands it off to Pratt. He makes his move, goes up the middle, tries to fight through a couple tornadoes, but they're able to wrap him down. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 7, though.
Pratt does a nice job of picking his holes.
Yeah, that time specifically got the handoff, took a second, waited for things to develop, and then decided to finally hit the hole. Really good job.
We got 2nd and 4 at the 16.
2nd and 4 here. As we had a uniform malfunction.
2nd and 4 ball snap.
So that snap there. Quick throw to the left. Able to find a lane right to the end zone. They're going to say he's down at the 1 or 2 yard line.
That was a Walsh deal.
Ben Glatt on the receiving there. I believe it was number 80, Ben Glatt. Yes, it was Ben Glatt with those pink gloves. Looks like we have a tornado down on the ground. Could be. Well, in the meantime, during this injury timeout, I'd like to let you know today's game is brought to you as a public service announcement or public service for the Hightstown community by Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue in Hightstown. Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel provides personalized planning during your loved one's time of need for a dignified and simplified service. Simplicity Funeral Home and Cremation Services has served the needs of over 50,000 families and is proud to serve the communities of Hightstown, East Windsor, Monroe, and Greater Mercer County. 136 Morrison Avenue, Hightstown, New Jersey. Call 609-448-1801 24/7. That's 609-448-1801. Tornado able to walk off on his own power. As it is going to be a 1st and goal here at the 2 yard line, or excuse me, the 1 yard line for the Rams. Snap by Walsh, hands it off to Pratt, bounces it out to the left side, in easily for an opening drive touchdown here in the second half for the Hightstown Rams, and that was Malachi Pratt.
Nice drive that time. The penalty helped them out tremendously. They would have had a punt if it wasn't for the penalty.
Going back out here with the special extra punt unit, going to the left, working its way back in the middle. And like you said, Joe, one of these teams had it hit the first punch here in the second half, really set the tone, and it was the Hightstown Rams doing that with their opening possession. That is, an extra point is good, but there is a Ram on the field injured and multiple flags.
Number 77.
Looks to be number 77 hurt on the field. That's Bradley Jean Batiste. So kind of try to figure out this flag here. But besides that, we have an injury timeout, so we're going to take a quick step aside, figure out this flag, and get back right here to the Hightstown High School.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
The Hightstown player was able to get off and walk on his own recognizance, but it looked like there was a Trenton tornado doing a little extra after the play there to that player. That's why he was hurt on the ground. And I believe the tornado player just got ejected during that break.
Yeah, they called the personal foul, and the referee gave him your thumbs up, you're out of here.
Now, we haven't seen anybody walk off from the tornado
It
sideline.
must have been after the play, and they must have just went over and told Chris Franco, the Trenton coach.
Yeah. But nonetheless, an interesting development there on that extra point. Out of everything that happened, the extra point was good. So it is a 14-7 lead here by the Hightstown Rams.
The key in this game might be how Trenton responds here. That series for Hightstown certainly didn't help Trenton. They had a roughing the passer call on third down, had a player rejected. Now we'll see how much they're going to respond.
Yeah, now with that penalty yardage, they're going to work all the way past the 15. Tornadoes own 45, so.
Best hope for the Trenton team is the ball goes in the end zone.
Yeah.
Kick it to the back of the end zone!
I hear some fans saying kick it to the back of the end zone.
You don't want to get back in the end zone if you're a Hightstown fan.
You want to try to pin them as close to the end zone as possible, yeah. Oh, they're going on onside kick. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds, and the Tornadoes are going to keep possession. It looked like a Hightstown Ram maybe touched the ball a little bit early there after all.
Yeah, I think so.
So even if
good idea, though.
Yeah, it was a great idea. You know, where they are in the field, you're thinking even if you don't get it, you're not putting them in great field possession, the Tornadoes, so not a bad decision here.
Yeah, somebody touched it because the second went off the clock. And Ron Hearn up there is our timekeeper. He's in the Football Timekeepers Hall of Fame, so I know that it was not a problem.
The best of the best right there.
That is, he is, by far.
Yeah, as they're going to say, it's illegal touching. So after all that, there was a Ram that touched it early. I don't think he mean to do it. I just think it was a short extra. It was a short kick there, so just kind of the ball hit him as he was running.
Number 70, Sebastian Gallardo looking for some action.
But nonetheless, the ball's at the 35-yard line for the Tornadoes' first drive in the second half. See if they're able to answer the Rams like the Rams did them in the first half.
Ever since that first drive, it's been a very sluggish Trenton offense.
So pitch to the left to Lynch, but he grabs the ball, looks up, and there is a Ram directly in his face. That was Hashbir Gurin on the tackle there, and that's not what you want to see. Lynch is now on the ground.
He got manhandled on that tackle.
He got smacked there. So I feel like we said this a lot, but we're going to have another injury timeout here, so we're going to take another quick step aside and get back here to Hightstown High School.
Both trainers are out.
"28 years of one-party rule in East Windsor is enough. It's time for a change. It's time for Barry Greenstein, David Meiswinkle, and Anna Lustenberg for East Windsor Township Council. It's time to embrace change after 28 years. It's time to bring new ideas to make East Windsor safe, to cut down on the recent wave of home robberies and auto theft. It's time to work with our police department to put more manpower at night when these crimes are occurring. It's time to let Barry Greenstein, David Meiswinkle, and Anna Lustenberg bring transparency and fiscal responsibility to East Windsor Township Council. After 28 years, it's time. Preceding paid for by Greenstein, Meiswinkle, and Lustenberg for East Windsor Township Council.
Lynch was able to walk off his own power for the Tornadoes, but Williams now with a second and long, empty backfield, 5 wide receiver set. He's going to try to throw a quick screen, takes it himself though, finds a big hole, got a blocker and is able to work up some of that yardage back. Big gain there, and it's going to be a 3rd and short.
It's the best yardage they've had in a while.
Yeah, a good design play. I haven't seen that at all today. You know, fake screen there. Takes it himself, finds a hole, and does some nice work.
Third and one's a lot more manageable.
So 3rd and 2, officially they're going to call it.
Coming up. You know what to do.
3 wideouts, 2 backs next to Williams. Snaps it, quick throw to the right, gets it in his receiver hands, make a man miss, and is able to get the first down. That was Vay Ingram on the catch, and first down there. But I think there's going to be a flag on the play. You don't say, Joe. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what they're going to call here, so I don't know if it's going to be offensive or defensive. Let's see what the call is.
Against Hightstown.
It's going to be against Hightstown, so
unsportsmanlike
conduct. So maybe something after the play, after the tackle, but after that unsportsmanlike conduct, the Tornadoes now going to be placed at the Rams 38, so they have themselves a nice drive going.
Yeah, they do.
So a 1st and 10 from the 38. Williams with a man to his left. And in motion, takes a snap, hands off runners. Ball carrier and the man in motion ran into each other. It was a big collision, too.
33 carried the ball, 44. 29. I got them all wrong. Lost 3 on the play.
So yeah, loss of 3. It's going to be a 2nd and 13 from the 41.
2nd and 13, ball on the 40.
So 2nd and long here. Snap by Williams. Looks back. Throws it up to the right. Floats it. Caught. But he's going to be out of bounds. Cannot get his feet in. Maybe that pass led him a little out of bounds. But nonetheless, it's going to be a 3rd and long here for the Tornadoes.
Hightstown cheerleaders bringing up October.
Might as well come right back to it there, Gus. It was wide open.
Yeah, it looked like good coverage too on him. Just doing a good job of using his body and getting some separation at the last second there.
That's a lot of stuff.
So 3rd and long here for the Tornadoes. Looking to convert. Williams drop back, looking left. Going to be a halfback screen. Tries to give it to Lynch. As it's good to see him back in the game. Tries to go up and catch that one, but not able to corral it down.
That thing was sniffed out right from the start.
Oh yeah, there was multiple players in his face, players around Lynch ready for him.
Yep.
Makes you think what looked like in the secondary.
You go for it here, Gus?
You know, the way the game has been looking, I wouldn't be opposed to it. If it was a little bit 4th and maybe like 5 or 6, a little bit closer, I would think it'd be a no-brainer. But this 4th and long, it's going to be a tough one to try to convert here. But Williams in the shotgun, steps, looks back, looking to throw. It's going to let that thing fly, and it's going to be over his receiver's head. Not even a chance to go after it. So 4th down, an attempt there, not able to convert it. It's going to be a turnover on downs here as the Rams are going to be able to get this ball and try to make it a 2-score lead.
That would be huge right now.
Takes the field.
Stay tuned. After the game, we'll have our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game interviewed, uploaded to our YouTube on WBCB Sports, so please check that out after the game. As the Rams now looking for their first play of the second drive of the second half, as Walsh looking to throw that thing. Pocket collapses, trying to make something happen. Was able to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid a tackle for a loss there.
He's got 1 yard.
He's falling forward, pick up a 1.
Worked hard to get that one.
Yeah, it was very hard to get that one, you know, as that pocket was just collapsing big time. So a 2nd and 9 here. Ball spotted on the 42-yard line. Walsh dropbacks, hands it off to Pratt. He goes up the middle, makes one Tornado miss, and then gets hit. Like 2
tackled by 71 there.
Yeah. Zachariah Robeson on the tackle, number 71. Good job not letting Pratt keep the legs moving and advance anymore. As we now have a 3rd and long.
Yeah, we're looking at 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, 3rd and 9 officially, but it looks like it could be a 3rd and 8.5. So 3rd and 9. Walsh dropping back, looks to his left, pocket collapses, working to his left, lets that thing fly, got a man. They're going to say he got his feet in. That was number 1, Daniel Young. The refs are going to come over, discuss it out, and they're going to conclude it is a catch. So another big time catch there by Daniel Young.
He's a third down specialist on those things.
Yeah, both times those catches came on 3rd down conversions.
28 yards.
Walsh taking that snap. Quick throw to the right, looking for the twin brother, Jack. Just a little out of his reach. Just a little bit too much cheese on those nachos. I'm going to keep doing puns like that for too fast the balls. I got hot dog, pretzels, now nachos.
You must be hungry, Gus.
I'm starving.
That must be it, you know?
Fat guy can always eat, and that's me.
Yeah.
Telling a joke off the air though, and I can't wait for the shower later because I'm sweating in this sun.
Yes, it is.
It is a beautiful day though. You cannot complain. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. 2nd and 10 now for the Rams. Quick pass to the left. That was Glatt, the receiver. Is able to get a good gain of about 6 or 7 there. Heck, maybe even 8.
Down to 23, 7 yards.
Yeah, so a 7-yard pickup there. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 here.
Reese feels good every now and then.
Reese feels awesome. I see clouds popping up too. Wonder if they're going to block the cheat. As Walsh takes that snap, hands it off to the ball carrier, Sincere Ryans, and he gets blown up at the line of scrimmage by a couple of Tornado defenders. So now it is decision time. 4th and 7 here. 4th and 6. Ball spotted though at the 26-yard line. So you are in good field position. So they're going to officially say it's a 4th and 6.
Stays on the field.
Offense stays out on the field here. Walsh dropping back. Gets that snap rolling to his right. Got one Tornado on him. Makes a miss. Throws it up. In and out of the hands of tight end twin brother Jack Walsh. Throw was a little high. Hands got on it though. And it's going to be a turnover on downs here for the Hightstown Rams. Big defensive stop by the Tornadoes, and they're going to get this ball on the 26-yard line.
Ryan Walsh worked himself free at 1 sack there, and you saw the other 2. He made a nice lob, but just a little high.
Yeah, and like you said, it was a great job for him to even be able to get out of that first sack because he had a man bearing down on him. That was Kleppo for the Tornadoes just coming so fast at him. Just able to do that nice spin move and get out of it was just a good job alone, and almost pick up a first down would have been huge. But 3:36 left here on the clock in the 3rd quarter. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian.
Still 3rd quarter, Gus?
Still is the 3rd quarter. It has been, for it only not even being a 2-hour game so far, it felt like this game has drug along.
I know. A lot of pass plays.
Yeah, a lot of pass plays, a lot of flags too. Yeah.
Penalties have been better in the second half.
Well, so far so good for us weather-wise. As we did say in the pregame, we are worried about a little bit of rain later.
Yes.
Radar is good for us right now, but still going to keep an eye on that as first play here for the Tornadoes. Big pass and a huge hit there. Absolutely absolutely smacked at the initial contact. That was Javion Carter on the hit.
He was there before the ball, boy. He waited till he touched it and got him good.
Number 6, Derek Carter, the one who got that huge hit as he's going to be coming off. Give him a little bit of a breather.
But a lot of those little sideline passes by both teams today.
Yeah, both teams trying to get things going with those quick,
those quick outs. You know, if you don't have the blocking, it don't work.
So 2nd and 10 here. Williams taking the snap, hands it off to Lynch. He tries to go to the right, finds a hole and is able to get about 3. Not much there.
Looks to be stopped. Number 3, Sincere Ryan.
29-yard line, 3 yards, you're right.
So a 3-yard pickup's going to be a 3rd and 7 here for the Tornadoes.
It seems like Trenton's been in 3rd and 7 most of the day.
Most of the game. It feels like most of these plays today, unless it's first down, it has been long to go situations for both teams.
Yeah.
So that's that handoff to Lynch, working to the left side, tries to find a hole, and the Rams just doing a great job of swarming the ball carrier. He picks up 1, maybe 2, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Yeah, it's been the Hightstown defense that's determined this game right now.
Yeah, and it's the Hightstown defense that is going to determine the rest of the game, because if they keep playing like this against the Tornadoes offense, the Tornadoes are going to have no shot of trying to get into the end zone again. So with the field of play where they are and spotted, the punting unit is going to come out for the Tornadoes. And that's one good unit for this team today. It's been the punting unit. They have been doing a great job of getting the ball back and making the Rams work every yard that they can.
Looks to be a delay game.
So a delay of game here now.
Taking the Tornadoes back just a little bit.
Another flag, another flag. Who would have thought? Not me. Definitely not our viewers.
Back where they started.
Back where they started.
These clouds are rolling in quickly.
Yeah, they are.
Gus.
More clouds as the day goes on, as Tornadoes able to get that punt off. Hits the foot of the receiver. Able to pick it up, though, find a lane, and make a good return out of what looked like was going to be nothing. Terrence Williams on that return there for the Rams, and now the Rams are set up in great position for themselves.
Yeah, they're back on the other side of the ball. Trenton side of the ball.
The Rams have a really good shot here to make this a 2-score game.
39-yard line.
Yep, 39-yard line. Minute 30 left here in the third quarter. So Walsh taking that pass, dropping back, taking it himself to the right.
It continues.
He's able to get a pickup of about 3.
Taking up a strong gain.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 7 here for the Rams. Offense has looked a lot better for the Rams here in the second half. That handoff inside to Pratt. He would work his way all the way up close to the first down marker.
Yeah, might have it.
Might have it.
Not yet.
Brings up.
It's going to be
inches short.
30 inches as we are under a minute left here in the third.
I have to agree.
That quarterback keep there by Walls, able to take it himself, takes a playbook from the Philadelphia Eagles, and is pushing it himself to the first down.
Should do it for the quarter.
Absolutely, as this quarter is going to be draining down, under 20 seconds left. Quarterback Ryan Walsh is going to walk over the sideline. And instead of getting the play call, he's just going to take his helmet off. So that is going to do it here for the third quarter. 12 minutes left here to determine who's going to win here between the Hightstown Rams and the Trenton Tornadoes as the Rams lead this thing 14-7. Stay with us right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Once again, we want to give a huge shout out to LC Mechanical Parts.
Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township.
Back here at Hightstown High School as we have 12 minutes left, a quarter left between the Trenton Tornadoes and the Hightstown Rams. The Rams leading this thing 14-7. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Your complete local and national news 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper showing Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian.
We're going into the fourth. Fresh 12 on the clock. First and 10. We do it with the Hightstown Rams.
So we go to the first snaps here into the fourth quarter. Walsh dropping back, looking to his right. Had a man that looked like just overthrew him just a little bit. And it looked like the receiver had some space. Looked like it was number 80, Ben Glatt, the intended receiver there.
Bringing up second and 10.
So it's going to be
one more score here, Gus, and no Trent High's in trouble.
Yeah, it really is, especially with the way that the Rams' defense and the Trent's offense is looking. One more score could put this thing away. Now, there is still a lot of time left, but the way things are going, not looking great. The Rams take that snap, hand it off to Pratt. He goes right up the middle. He's able to get the first down, but there's going to be a flag. It looks like it's going to be a holding on the Hightstown Rams.
But these flags have come at an inopportune time.
Yeah.
For both teams. Another Hightstown player down.
As this hasn't been the first time, we also have an injury along as a flag. So
the parking lot to leave to go enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Please make sure you exit to the left.
So it looks like it is going to be on Hightstown. Couldn't see exactly what he called. I think he did call it a tripping or something like that. But with the Hightstown player down, I'd like to let you know that today's game is brought to you by the Trentonian.
Personal foul.
And also, Mayor Reed Gusiora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the gridiron. Mayor Reed Gusiora is a proud supporter of Trenton's youth. Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily or have them cater your next party or affair. The best hoagies on Sunday afternoon. The Italian People's Bakery and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. Pratt was the injured player on the ground. Looks like It's possibly cramping as he's able to walk off with a limp. So Pratt's going to come to the sideline as it's going to be a 2nd and 25.
Yeah.
So a big-time flag there, a 15-yarder. As Walsh going to drop back, halfback screen, and he's got room and he's got blockers. Makes a man miss and gets down as there's another flag on the play as this one is also going to be against the Rams. Looks like it's going to be against Gallardo's. Yeah, Andres Gallardo. If that's what the flag is, what I'm suspecting. Just waiting for the call here. This is going to be a personal foul against Hightstown, so it's going to remain 2nd down again, but it's going to drop them back even farther. And we said it's been a lot of 2nd down and far, 3rd down and far in this game. 2nd time today, Hightstown has got 30 or more yards to go for a 1st down.
Yeah, Goshen was spotted a foul, so it's not too bad. Ball's on the 44, so 2nd and 26.
So Walsh taking this snap, dropping back, pocket starting to collapse, works his way to the right, still has time, and is just going to throw this thing out of bounds. So after that throw out of bounds, it's going to be 3rd and forever here for the Hightstown Rams.
You know, one of the things, all these incomplete passes and penalties aren't helping them keep the clock moving either.
Now, I've only heard rumors of this, but you know how they say, pickle juice for cramping? I've also heard yellow mustard. It looks like Hightstown Rams have brought out the bag or the bottle of Heinz yellow mustard. As you can see, Malachi Pratt just getting a squirt of mustard in his mouth. He must not like mustard. That is a big play there. Runs right up the middle for the Rams. That was Sincere Ryan's on the play.
We got a lot back on that, John.
Yeah, Malachi Pratt must not like yellow mustard.
Right on the 25.
He is
19 yards.
They are forcing him to take this mustard right now.
Bring the drones in.
3rd and 7.
So after that big play, big gain down. It's going to be a 4th and 7 decision time for the Hightstown Rams.
It suddenly becomes manageable.
Big play up here, ladies and gentlemen. 4th and 7.
So almost a 20-yard run on that play. Sincere Ryan still in the backfield. Walsh rolling to his left. Throws it up. He's got a receiver. Oh, and good job there by Lynch of defense. Able to recover there. Almost had a shot to pick that off. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. Another turnover downs here by the Rams. But the Tornadoes not with great field position as they are going to be spotted at the 25.
A lot of time left.
Yeah, a little under 10 and a half left here. Plenty of time for the Tornadoes to get something going.
That's the Rams defense and number 12, Rashawn Jones take the field.
Jason, here you go.
So 1st and 10, snap here. Williams drops back, looking to his right. Quick throw out. Gets his receiver. Big hit there as the helmet comes off. A suplex after the helmet comes off. This is going to be a big flag here. Multiple flags on the ground. This is going to be serious.
2 flags. One of them's ejected.
Yeah,
Number 3 is out of the game.
One flag on the ripping off of the helmet, and the second flag coming after this with the suplex with the helmet off. That is gonna be big time here. It's just something you really don't want to see.
couple flags on the play.
Yeah, we got, first of all, two personal fouls. First of all, for ripping the helmet off. Then you got the one when they threw him down. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, out of all of this, the person who got tackled, Sam Anderson, number 3, he is still down on the ground right now. And it could be serious because, like you said, he got slammed on the ground, kind of suplex style, without a helmet on. It came after the helmet came off. So with this injury timeout, we're going to step aside, try to figure out what's getting called, who may be getting ejected, and figuring things out right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
"28 years of one-party rule in East Windsor is enough. It's time for a change. It's time for Barry Greenstein, David Meiswinkle, and Anna Lustenberg for East Windsor Township Council. It's time to embrace change after 28 years. It's time to bring new ideas to make East Windsor safe, to cut down on the recent wave of home robberies and auto theft. It's time to work with our police department to put more manpower at night when these crimes are occurring. It's time to let Barry Greenstein, David Meiswinkle, and Anna Lustenberg bring transparency and fiscal responsibility to East Windsor Township Council. After 28 years, it's time. Preceding paid for by Greenstein, Meiswinkle, and Lustenberg for East Windsor Township Council.
Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Back here at Hightstown High School, the injured player was able to get up and go to the sideline, which is good to see. There was 2 fouls on the play by Hightstown. It's going to be an automatic first down for the Tornadoes. But the whole thing is that we thought there was going to be an ejection here for the Rams. There was no ejection, and you saw a lot of Tornadoes coaches, especially head coach Franco, being very, very upset and letting the referees know that he was not happy about it. And honestly, I do not blame him.
No, I don't disagree with him. That's, when you got 2 personal fouls.
Especially with your own player getting kicked out earlier in the game for something similar. Not exactly what happened, but something similar in a situation like that.
Picked up 30 yards.
There was 2 15-yard penalties. They added both of them. So after all that, though, we still have a little over 10 minutes left on the clock. Tornadoes still only down by 7.
10. Over to 41.
So 1st and 10 here. Ball spotted at the Rams 41. Williams dropping back, looking to pass. Airs that thing out to the right. Had a receiver just thrown over just a tad bit.
15, down to 15.
Yeah, that was Brandon Howard on the attempt, the receiver. So now a 2nd and 10 here.
He was open, wide open down
Wide
there.
open, yeah.
Tornadoes line up on the ball.
2nd and 10 here. Williams in the shotgun. Drops back, looking to pass, looking to his left. Gonna air that one out. Has a receiver, and it is caught.
5 again, number 5.
Avay Ingram on the catch, a big-time catch there. That was another gain of 20, and it's going to be first down inside the 20-yard line for the Tornadoes. They have something brewing, or I should say, they have a storm brewing.
First and 10 up to 16.
First and 10 from the 16.
25-yard play there.
So with the ball spotted at the 16, they still have the chance of getting one more first down before the end zone. Williams now dropping back, looking to pass. Quick out route over the hands of his one receiver. Tipped it and almost went into another receiver's hands. But couldn't quite get that as the ball hits the ground. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, Joe, has it been eventful?
It's been a while, one, that's for sure.
Really has
It's
been.
had me on the edge of my seat all game.
It really has. It really has. Inside joke for all of our viewers. Joe is literally sitting on the edge of his seat because that's all we have with the pictures. So a 2nd down and 10 here from the 16. Williams in the shotgun, drops back, looking to pass, airs it out to the right side. Howard goes up, gets the ball, and comes down with the touchdown. What a throw, what a catch. Tornadoes on the board here in the 4th. Man, oh man, what a great job to adjust his body, get separation, and make sure to come down with the catch with his feet inbounds. What a beautiful touchdown to possibly tie this game. Still have to wait for this extra point right here.
Ingram can be a very, very capable wide receiver for this team.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. The extra point is through. We are all tied up here in the 4th quarter, 14-14.
9-11 left in the 4th. We have a tie game.
Wow, Joe, we are having an eventful one.
We'd expect it after the way it was going.
Exactly.
Looked like it was all Hightstown, and then what happened? Penalties came back again.
And now you have to think with 9-11 on the board, it could come down to the decision of who has the ball last.
Yeah, it could be.
These teams are playing in the 2nd quarter.
Or who makes the last penalty.
Yeah, or it's who does make the last penalty. So with Hightstown coming back on offense, have to see here how effective Malachi Pratt's going to be having him off that last drive with cramps and everything. As the referees are still together talking it out near the end zone where the extra point was.
I'm sure they're concerned about whether or not they should have thrown the Hightstown play out.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a conversation between them for the rest of the game, and maybe a conversation for the next week of what happened and how they handled it, but so a little onside poop kick, tries to get it. It goes right into the hands of the Rams. Good job by the Rams receiver to get the ball and go down into the line.
Start on the 35.
So they're going to start with great field possession here for the second drive here in the 4th quarter for the Rams.
I think I would have kicked it deep.
Yeah, especially with how the offense is now starting to find its groove here in the 2nd half. You have to think, try to give them as long of a field as possible to try to work with. So Ryan Walsh, drop back, screen to the right, tipped by a defender, but still able to haul that in was Malachi Pratt. Great job by him to even corral that in.
Loving these out passes. Lost 7 yards.
loss there of 7. It's going to be 2nd and 17.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
Walsh drop back, looking to pass here. Pocket collapses, tries to get out of it, but cannot, as 3 Tornadoes were in there. And a big sack there, so 2nd and long. It's going to be 3rd and even longer here. It looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 21. Yes, that is what they put up on the board, 3rd and 21.
Wow.
And I'd like to say this is a rare occurrence, but this is at least the 3rd or 4th time we have seen this down in yardage to go today. So a little over 8 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Walsh dropping back to pass. Pocket collapses again. Able to get through it, work his way up the middle. Is able to get a gain of about 4 here, but it's going to be 4th down and long. The punting unit for the Rams is going to come out, and what a great job by the Tornadoes defense here to not be able to recover the onside kick and at least limit the Rams.
Yep. Trenton defense kind of woke up a little bit here. So now Lynch is back.
Hightstown Rams with the punt. Not a good punt. As the Rams
off the side of his foot.
Yeah, the Rams just try to get anything out of that one off the side of his foot. Tornadoes tell everybody to get away from it, and they're going to be plus 50 yards with the field position. Great field position for the Tornadoes.
Along with number 25.
Be on the 49.
Tyson DeLeon.
There'll be a timeout here by the officials. Not exactly sure why of the issue with the chains here. Trying to get that chain straightened out. Back to action here. Williams in the shotgun, Lynch to his right, drops back, looking to pass, rolls to his right, decides to take it himself, fights through one Ram, that's able to get a good
by number 54, making a huge
good run there for what looked like it was going to be a broken play.
Yeah, I thought he might have been able to get more, but Hightstown defense closed on him. 45, picked up 4.
So 2nd down and 6, under 7 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. This thing's all tied up, 14-14. Who is going to be able to put the nail in the coffin? Williams in the shotgun, Lynch to his right, 4 wideouts. Williams drop back, looking to pass, throws it to his right. Intended for Ingram, just a little high.
big play coming up here at 3rd and 6.
So
Probably 4 down territory.
you have to think it's 4 down territory.
Yeah.
3rd down at 6, especially where you are in the field.
Yep. I don't know if I would keep it on the ground here. Go 2 plays.
Yeah, try to give yourself 2 shots to convert that. Williams decides to keep it himself. Quick throw out to Lynch. Gets it in his hands. Works his way up the right. Makes a couple Rams miss. Is able to get a big gain and get the first down here for the Tornadoes. Well, the besides the opening drive in the first half, it looked like doom and gloom for this offense. Here in the second half, though, they have been able to figure things out. Great job by Coach Franco to go into halftime, switch some things up, and they've looked like a completely different team here, as it looks like we're going to have an injury timeout with multiple injured Rams on the ground. So with this injury timeout,
one thing you got to consider here is that pretty good kicker Trenton has.
Yeah, and you've seen him have some power to that leg too in some of these opening kickoffs. So yeah, you would have to think if they're able to work things out, there's only 6 minutes left on the clock. Can they work this ball down, work some of the clock, and maybe try to go for an easy extra, an easy field goal to win the game at the end?
Every time you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen. 2 of them are bad.
Yes, absolutely. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper selling Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. On the out show, I never thought I would have found the day where I see a mini umbrella on the hat, the umbrella hats. I never would have thought I'd be jealous to not have one of those. But today, I think I found myself being jealous I don't have one of those.
You look damn near studly.
I would. Well, out of that injury timeout, 6 minutes left on the clock. 1st and 10 on the 26 for the Tornadoes. Blitz is coming from the right side. Williams looks it up, throws it to the left. It is caught, and it is a touchdown. Big time throwing, big time catch there by Ingram, the receiver for the Tornadoes. Man, oh man.
26 yards.
26 yards, and there was defenders there on him. He just had to work his way through it and get that ball, and did he do that ever? 2 big-time throws here by quarterback Heath Williams in the 4th quarter. Man, oh man. Now the Tornadoes trying to get this extra point. Forgot a man as he has to run out quickly. So the snap, the hold, the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. So a 21-14 lead here for the Tornadoes. Little under 6 minutes left here. We have ourselves a ball game.
Sure do.
Well, don't forget, after the game, we will be entering our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game and uploading that to our WBCB Sports YouTube page. So please check in for that after the game. Mayor Reed Gussiora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term, and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the gridiron. Mayor Reed Gussiora is a proud supporter of Trent's youth. Mayor Reed Gussiora is watching today's game. He is going to be happy with that touchdown by Trent. And I still can't get over just how contested of a catch that was. There was multiple Rams defenders around the receiver. Had to twist his body midair and come down with it.
Several of them. He goes up and gets the ball.
Yeah, Ave Ingram just looked really good on that one. And that's now, like I said, 2 throws by Keith Williams here in this 4th quarter to really put his team over top. One was to tie the game. The second one was to take the lead. So, kickoff after that score all the way down to number 10. Works his way to the right, finds a hole. Is able to get all the way up to around the 35-yard line.
Nice return. 5:42 for Hightstown to do something here. Come back and tie it. Ball's on the 23, 24.
And yeah, like you said, 5:42 left on the clock. It's coming down to an issue, this clock is.
After half of the first and all of the second of the humdrum game, it took a little while here on the stress.
So this play run to the left and not able to go anywhere, just keeps getting forced back and back, and then finally kind of just gives up and retreats was Daniel Young as he had multiple tornado defenders in his face. So second down and 20 here now. Similar story for this Rams offense with the down to go yardage. Snap to Walsh, face the handoff, rolls to the right, hit immediately in the backfield, and a big time sack here by the Tornadoes.
46, number 46.
Look like number 46 and number 50 for the Tornadoes. That's Caden Ali and Ben Kleppo on the sack here. Now it's going to be third and 28. 5 minutes left here. You don't want to look at it, but you would have to think it has to be 4 down yardage with how much clock is left and everything like that.
Only thing you can hope for is a miscue by Trenton on the.
So Walsh going deep on that one, throws it up. Receiver and defender are fighting for it. The ball's going to land on the ground. Multiple flags. It's going to be pass interference.
This is going to be interesting.
Who is this going to be on? Because both the receiver and DB were fighting with each other. I'll be honest, if I had to call this, I think it would be offensive PI.
I agree with you.
I think Ben Black was fighting more, yeah.
No, they're going
to call it on Trenton.
It's been that kind of a game. So you can hear some Tornadoes fans saying he was in the lead. You know, he was ahead of the receiver. But the ref calls what the ref calls. I think there's going to be an injury. Oh yeah, they're just reversing it. As I think the Tornado coach is persuasive enough. Yeah, they're going to be calling offensive pass interference here on the receiver. As the injured Ram on the ground was number 1, Daniel Young. So after that flag, be interested to see if even the Tornadoes accept it. Yeah, the penalty is going to be declined just because of how far they are. They're going to make it a 4th and 28 now here for the Rams. And yeah, we said it might have to be 4 down territory. The Rams have, otherwise they're going to have faith in their defense. They're going to kick this ball away. With 4:41 left on the clock, this is a big decision to kick this way and not go for it. But you look at where the ball is, how far you have. It's virtually impossible to convert this. It's not impossible. It said it virtually is. But even if you don't convert it, you're giving the Tornadoes insane field position, as there's going to be a flag on the play. Not again.
I think they're calling on the Tornado. I think they're going to call because their coach was too far out. Yeah, sideline warning penalty.
Stinker's got himself a little bit of trouble here tonight.
Yeah. So thought it was a flag. It was just the warning, as that's a high snap almost over the head of the punter Walsh, as he's able to get this thing off, just barely get off the ground, and the Tornado's going to pick it up. He's going to take it himself, and what a beautiful decision in there by a Tornado. That was number 26, Cameron Ali, smartly decides to see the ball skipping across the ground, saw the lane, picked it up, and has a huge gain there.
Just moved it all really on the 10.
They're on the 10-yard line, so after that punt, it is a goal-to-go situation here for the Tornadoes and having a shot to ice this game and put it away.
Yep. I think you keep it on the ground here.
Yeah, try to run up as much clock as you can. And, you know, with only 10 yards, you'd have to feel good with your chances of giving the ball off to Lynch and making him do the work.
And you got a good kicker.
Once again, fans who are leaving.
Yeah, and even if you're not able to score in the end zone, like you said, you have a good kicker to put this up to the upright and definitely make it a 2-score game.
Yep. Make Hightstown use all their timeouts.
So like you said, this ball on the ground, handed off to Lynch. Able to go to the left side, gets tackled, maybe a gain of 1. But the smart thing of that is able to stay inbounds and keep this clock running.
Still second and goal.
We're under 4 minutes now.
Hightstown defense looking to make it.
Hightstown choosing not to take the time right here.
Hightstown decided to keep all their timeouts in case they do get the ball back. But with the clock the way it's working and the field position, you're going to have to get a quick stop and or a turnover to try to help your chances. This one, right up the middle there. As now we have our timeout. Timeout going to be taken by Hightstown. Still have 2 remaining. 3:25 left on the clock.
Ball's down around the 5.
Yeah. Over 1,400 tariff-free cars. Oh, almost blew away my read. Over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton. 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Hyundai, Kona, Palisade, Tucson, Santa Fe, Elantras, all priced for immediate sale. Over 1,400 tariff-free cars. If you are ever thinking of a new car, SUV, or EV vehicle, now is the time to buy at Hyundai of Trenton. 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Remember, they have 1,400 tariff-free cars waiting for you. So 3rd down and 5 here with the ball spotted at the 5-yard line. Now Trenton themselves is going to take the timeout, not liking the formation or something on the field.
I guess they have a play we like better. Guess you wanted to see how they were lining up.
Yeah, I guess they wanted to see how Hightstown was with the amount of time remaining. Still have all your timeouts. Might as well try to use one.
Yeah.
Feel it out, the defense, see what they are feeling, and maybe change from there. But this is the big play right here.
Yeah, it is.
If they're able to get in and make this a 2-touchdown game, this game, I don't want to say is over, but it pretty much is almost over with how hard of a comeback they would need from Hightstown.
Yeah,
and if you don't get it here, then you have a big decision. Do I go for it to try to get it in the end zone to make it a
And then you got the other situation too. You don't want to, even though you might have a good kicker, you don't like to depend on a field goal kicker.
Exactly.
You don't have to.
If you do go to 4th down and do attempt to go for it, if you turn the ball over, Hightstown has literally the whole field to have to go down to score a touchdown. But Williams with the handoff here, goes to Lynch, fights his way through the right, keeps the legs turning, it's going to be close, he's fighting, and he got in for the touchdown. John now Lynch able to run this thing in and make it a 2-touchdown game here against Hightstown.
Huge, that's all you can say. They took advantage of the short field on the punt.
So 2-touchdown game here for John L. Lynch. First touchdown since the opening drive for him in this game. And now the kicker out to make it a 2-touchdown lead, a 14-point game. And he does exactly. Oh no, he said they missed it. Sorry, I thought he made it. It was up. It looked good. Just a little wide right.
Good thing they got that touchdown, I guess.
So with that missed extra point, it is going to be
very tough now for
It's going to be a
Hightstown.
very tough time for them to come back. 27-14 here for the Tornadoes, and you'd have to think this next drive is going to be almost all exclusively passing to try to conserve as much time as possible and to try to get their moving down the field as quickly as possible. Like you said, stay tuned for after the game. We will have our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game interview uploaded to our WBCB Sports YouTube page. Always have our Player of the Game.
Several candidates.
Yeah, I have several candidates. Not sure who I'm going to go
Ingram, the wide receiver.
Right.
You got Lynch right in the back. And then you got Keith Williams, who did a good job.
Right now, my leading candidate would probably have to be Keith Williams with those two big-time throws in the fourth quarter to tie the ball game and to take the lead. Two throws that could have not been any better by Keith Williams. So if this thing stays the way it is, I'm feeling it's going to be Keith Williams as our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game. And I'm happy you agree with that, Joe.
I do. It was 2018 the last time I disagreed with you.
So the kickoff here by the Tornadoes, good boot down. It's going to be picked up around the 15. Return to the left. Pratt's going to work his way back up the middle. It's going to be a good return all the way to around the 47-yard line.
Got to put the ball in the air now, 3:07.
Yeah, 3:07 less time is of the essence for the Hightstown Rams. And the Tornadoes, you are just trying to get one more stop.
Starting on the 41, 42.
Hightstown line hit. First and 10.
Walsh taking that snap, dropping back, works to his left pocket, collapses, and he's going to be taken down for the sack. Zachariah Robeson in for the sack there. And could not have came at a perfect time for the Tornadoes.
They've had three of them in this quarter. They've done a good job.
As I thought there was going to be an injury timeout, but it's just going to be a regular timeout here by the Hightstown Rams.
They just have one left now.
Mayor Reed Gussiora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the gridiron. Mayor Reed Gussiora is a proud supporter of Trans Youth. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian, your complete local and national news 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. Your only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
Second and 12.
Thanks for the plug, Gus.
Absolutely. I've said that read so many times, I actually have it memorized.
I know, I saw that.
Yeah, some people think it's...
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah. So after that timeout here, second down and 12, Walsh dropping back, pocket collapses again, and he's going to get swarmed again. Ball comes out. Ball's on the ground. They're fighting for it. Looks like a Tornado had it. Oh, it's still on the ground. Picked up, and it's going to be in for the score. A Tornado touchdown after a fumble there by quarterback Walsh. It is going to be Caden Ali in for the touchdown. Man, oh man. Wow. So whistles after the play. Walsh slow to get up, but that's officially going to be a touchdown by the Tornadoes, and you can kiss this thing over. 33-14 with 2.5 left.
Give that Trenton defense a lot of credit.
Yeah, they
put a lot of pressure that front four.
I wish I had enough certificates, Joe. I would make the whole defense the Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game. They have stepped up. After that first drive the Rams had, They really locked in the first quarter. Then the second half came around. The Rams were able to score on their first offensive drive. And again, they were able to lock down, turn things around, and limit this Rams offense. And they have looked spectacular here in the second half offensively as well. So out for the extra point. Extra point is up. And the extra point again is no good. Again, wide right. So 2 missed extra points here towards the end of the game. But it does not matter. They have a
rolling control, as they say.
They have a 19-point lead here in the fourth quarter. And it looks like Hightstown is going to come away with their first loss of the season here against the Tornadoes. And Joe,
Tornadoes go to 2-0.
What a great start for the Tornadoes on the season. 2-0 on the season. We've said that they've looked improved. They've looked good. Coach Franco is high about this team, and they've showed it here so far this year. 27 points in the first game against Allentown. Now 33 points against Hightstown. They are looking like a team that's going to have fun this year.
They found ways to score here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, not
2 via the air,
too.
1 on the ground, and 1 off a fumble.
Just an overall great game here by the Trenton Tornadoes. As the Rams are going to get this thing kicked to them, just trying to salvage a little bit at the end of this game here. So this kick is high and booted. It's going to be picked up at the 15, returned to the right. Tries to find a lane, makes a man miss. And he's going to be downed around the 30-yard line. As it looked like there was some extra blocking there in the secondary. But I think the referees have.
This time they're just going to let it go.
I think they're going to put the jumping beans away and let the flags go. Now, if this was still a one-possession game, you would have think maybe there, but
a little different.
Yeah, things would be a little different.
Yep.
But 2 minutes 20 seconds left here in this game. 33-14 lead for Trenton.
Big thing for Trenton here is just don't give up the big play.
Yeah. You'd have to think Hightstown is going to be working towards the edges, as this one is a run play for the first play. As it looks like there's a new quarterback in there for Hightstown.
Number 15.
It's going to be number 15, Trevor Thompson. So I guess, after that last play, it did look like quarterback Ryan. Walsh did look like he got up a little slow, missing after that last snap. Tough end of the game it is for Walsh. But yeah, under 2 minutes left, it looks like Hightstown is just going to run the rest of this clock out. As Thompson hands that thing off to Sincere Ryans, able to get a gain of about 3. So a little over 1 minute left here. Like I said, be sure to tune into our YouTube page after the game, as we are going to be interviewing our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, quarterback Keith Williams of the Trenton Tornadoes. Had an excellent game and had 2 big touchdown passes in the fourth quarter to really set his team over the edge. As that snap is fumbled at the initial snap, going to be on the ground. It looks like Hightstown was able to recover it, but there's going to be a flag on the play.
No.
I know.
Why? Legal procedure. Deny it.
Flag on the play is an illegal shift against the Rams.
Yes. Hey, wait, if you understand
40.
So down under 40 seconds here. Probably going to have one last play. And it has been an absolute fun one here at Hightstown, and a really
heck of a fourth quarter.
Very entertaining one, specifically that fourth quarter. So Thompson looking to drop back, able to get his man. He's able to move up for the first down.
Gonna do it though.
So they're going to move the chain, stop the clock with only 10 seconds left. That is going to do it. I think they're going to try to get one more play in. But the clock is running. We are at 5. Not sure if they're going to be able to get this snap in, but the Tornadoes, yes they do. Thompson dropping back. He's going to throw it to the left. Time is going to expire. If there was a flag, a false start. But it's not going to matter. They are going to call this game. The Tornadoes coming away with a 33-14 win here in Hightstown. What an absolute pleasure. A wild one nonetheless, a lot of flags, but we come away with a Trenton win.
Yep.
Led by the offense in the second half. Defense really able to step up and keep this thing locked down.
Again, just a quick reminder as you leave.
And thank you to all of our sponsors for making today possible. Without you, we could not do this. Thank you to the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, Capital Health System, Haldeman Ford, Kessel Dermatology, New Jersey Education Association, Greenstein, Meiswinkle, and Lustenberg, Simplicity Funeral Home, City of Trenton, Capital Area YMCA, the Italian People's Bakery, the Trentonian, and Hyundai of Trenton. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making today possible. Thank you for the crew on hand, Rich Sale doing the camera work, Makai Gundy behind the computer doing our engineering, Joe O'Gorman helping me call the game. I have been Gus the Bus Barber, signing off here from Hightstown High School. One last time, it was the Trenton Tornadoes 33 and the Hightstown Rams 14. Thank you for tuning in and listening right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Good job, Gus.